I am back. Welcome to my Chanel. I am so mad. I'm so mad. I am so mad. I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm so mad. So basically, actually, I'll wait till a few of you come in. I'll wait because this is a story that someone needs to hear. Somebody gonna need to hear this. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Sammy. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just getting home. I live in Toronto, Canada. Just getting home, and I have a story to tell. Just entering my door. Bear with me here. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have a story to tell about this nail salon that I just came from. The girl's so disrespectful. All right, so hold on, I'm gonna tell them a story. Okay, so I went to the nail salon just now, and it's the regular. Can you bring? It's the regular. Can you bring the? Can you bring the thing that I put the phone in? Hello? Can you bring the thing that I bring the phone in? That I hold the phone with? Okay, so I went to the nail salon. I'm just gonna sit right here. I'm gonna sit here too. Okay. So I went to the nail salon to do my nails. This is a regular thing. I go to this place all the time. I go to this lady all the time. All the time. Go to the lady and I show her a photo of what I want. Now her camera, I guess, picked up the colors wrong, or they weren't the exact colors that in the photo that I had. Okay, cool, no problem. So she does this nail. She does this nail. You guys can see that. She does that nail, but she does it in a way where you could only see, like, it looks like this. You can't see the full flower. So it was supposed to look like this because I asked her to fix it. Long story short, I tell this lady, hey, this is not what I asked for. I don't like this nail. Can you please change it? She tells me, okay, that if I don't like it, first of all, she tells me that I don't know what I want. And that if I don't like it, I need to go to the person that made the original nail style. I need to go there. So I'm like, if you want me to go to California, buy me the ticket. Because all I'm saying to you is, lady, change it. I don't like it. I'm paying my dollar, my hard-earned dollar, to do this style that I like. I showed you this picture because I like this picture and I want you to replicate it. So now you're telling me because I'm asking you to change this because I don't like it, I need to go to California? I I I got disrespectful. I got loud and I got disrespectful. So I said, first of all, she started talking in her language. So what I did was I turned on my phone and I opened an app that converts Vietnamese to English. So I put the phone down and I was watching everything that they were saying about me. Literally, her friend came over, was looking at my hands. They're talking back and forth in their language. I'm not even going to repeat what they were saying. Okay? I'm not even going to repeat what they were saying. So I realized, okay, she talked about me, but in this moment, she's still doing my nails. So I'm just like, calm down, don't get rowdy, just thug it out. Stick it out until she's done. So I get up and I think she's done, but something smudged on this finger. So this smudged. So I asked her, can you fix it? She's like, oh, you didn't put it under the light, da 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 da. Didn't put it under there long enough. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm asking you to fix it now. So she fixes it, she's being all nice and, oh, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. And she's still talking to her friend in her language. And I'm still reading the conversation. And then it's time to pay. So she says, she comes over. She doesn't say anything in this moment, but usually she would say, okay, come over. I'm gonna cash you out, whatever. So I go to get out my wallet and I say to her, I'm like, I'm not sure if you know this, but it's extremely and I'm saying this loud. So it's just me, another black lady that's waiting, an older black lady that's waiting, and a younger lady, I don't know what she is, but she's not black. She seems white or something like that. And what I say to her, I'm like, do you know that it's disrespectful to talk about somebody in your language while they're sitting in front of you? Like, you couldn't even wait until I left? Like, you couldn't even wait till I left. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to speak English very well. I'm like, that has nothing to do with the situation if you know how to speak English well or not. I'm talking about you talking about me in your language to your fellow coworkers. For what reason? Like, I'm like, are you understanding what I'm saying to you? Like, it's like she was purposely being ignorant. Because when I was explaining to her what I want, she understood that. And I speak English. So why all of a sudden now you can't speak English? You don't know English properly. So I said, if you don't know English properly, maybe you should learn it. Or maybe you shouldn't be in a country where English is the first language. You need to work on that because it's rude. It's extremely rude and it's disrespectful. And for someone that's working in customer service, just because I asked you to change this nail, you want to get nasty and tell me to go to California if I want it done like that? She's lucky I didn't chuck over the whole table because the way how I was enraged. So now I get to the cash. I'm like, I'm standing at the cash register while I'm saying all this. I'm like, I recorded the entire conversation. She wasn't even trying to deny it. She wasn't even trying to say, oh, I wasn't even talking about you. She was just like, I don't know English well. I'm like, well, you know how to talk about people well, though, right? You know how to talk about people well. And she goes, oh, okay, well, I'm like, how much is it? She's literally going back and forth with me. And then when I was telling her about the nail prior to that, she's like, oh, you don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. I'm like, if I didn't know what I wanted, I wouldn't have showed you a picture of what I wanted. Like, I literally showed you a picture. So if I didn't show you a picture, then I could understand you saying, I don't know what I want. But I literally showed you a picture and what you're doing doesn't look like the picture. So that tells me that I know what I want because what you're doing is not what I'm showing you. Make it make sense. So now it's time to pay. See, my voice is raspy because I was yelling. I was yelling in the people in the store and I did not care. I didn't care. Not one part of me cared. I wish everybody could hear me. So she gets to we're standing at the cash. I'm like, how much is it? She's like, $160. I'm like, I'm not paying that. I'm like, I've never paid anything over $100 here before in my life. And you think today I'm going to pay you $160? I'm like, we could stand here all day long. Or I could leave. You pick. Because there's no way that I'm going to pay you that just sat there and disrespected me in your language $160 for these. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So with that being said, do calculations again. Recalculate it. Recalculate it because I'm not paying that. She's like, it's $160. I'm like, I don't care what it is. You can make up that number all you want because there's no guidelines here that tells me the equivalent of what I just did is $169 with tax. So with that being said, you're going to have to figure it out or I'm going to leave. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to figure it out. And she's like, oh, that is the amount. I'm like, talk amongst your friends in your language and figure it out since you don't know English well. Figure it out. I'm sorry. It's either you want to get paid something or you want to get paid nothing. So I was mad. I was so mad. Usually when I go there, I've been going there for the past maybe I'd say 5 months. And I've never paid $1 over $90. But today she wants to charge me $169. I said, lady, if you want to get paid today, do the calculations properly and proper. I said, I'm going to e-transfer you $80 and that's all that you're getting. I e-transferred her the $80 and I left. I'm sorry. Who are you talking to like that? First of all, she was talking in the conversation. She's telling the lady, her other Vietnamese friend, if I need to lose weight, and if I lost weight, I would know what I want. Then she's saying that she doesn't know where I came from, and I come here all the time, and there's no problem. All of a sudden now I have a problem, and then she's telling me that because I was live streaming in there, she's like, she doesn't want to be recorded. I said, I'm not recording you. I'm like, oh, now I know why you don't want to be recorded, because you don't want people to know that you're talking about people in your language. So now for me and myself and my sanity, so that I don't go to jail, I am going to find a new nail tech. That's just what it's going to be. Because A, I'm not going to jail for nobody. B, you're not going to disrespect me for no reason and think that you're going to get away with it. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like, there's no way that you can just, all because I told you to fix this. All I said to you was, I don't like this. Can you fix it? She wants to say, well, it's your fault. You gave me the picture and it's not like the picture. So you should have told me before you put your hands in the machine, because there's a machine that you got to put your hands in to like dry. I should have told her. And I said to her, but while you were doing this, I wasn't looking at the picture myself. So how could I see if you're doing it right or not? You're the one that's looking at the photo. Why aren't you doing it like the photo? You're making up something as you're going along. That doesn't look like the picture. I gave you a picture for a reason. Like, why is this difficult? Do what you're supposed to do, your job, look at the photo, replicate it onto my nails. That's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. She wants to go and do some abstract thing that doesn't even look like what I'm showing her. So I say, okay, fine. Just redo it. She wants to blame me. So I said, okay, you know what? Since you want to blame somebody, I'm going to blame myself. But at the end of the day, guess what? You're going to have to fix it. Like, you're just going to have to fix it. You're going to have to fix it at the end of the day. So it could be your fault. It could be my fault. It could be anybody's fault. But at the end of the day, it could be God's fault. It could be the homeless man across the street fault. It could be the dead dog in the cemetery's fault. Guess what? you're going to have to fix it. Either way, you're going to have to fix it. You're going to have to fix it. So this tit for tat that you want to do with me, I could do it all day, but guess what? I'm not going to do that with you because I see that your frequency is at this much. This is the maximum frequency that your brain cells can go. I see that. But because mine is much bigger, exactly, you could blame your grandma. You could blame the grandma. You could blame the grandfather. You could blame the daddy. You could blame the cat. At the end of the day, you're going to have to fix it. You're going to have to fix it. So you mad because you have to fix it? You mad because you looked at the picture and didn't replicate what I showed you? And then on top of that, you want to come talk about, I don't know what I want? Okay, cool. If I don't know what I want, why am I telling you to fix it? If I don't know what I want, I wouldn't be telling you to fix it. I would just say, you know what, that's okay. Because I'm not one of those people. This is what I'm not. I'm not one of those people that gets something done, like their hair, their nails, a pedicure, or whatever, buys a shirt or whatever, comes home and is like, I don't like this. I don't like this. Look at this. It's already tripping off. Look at that. Do you see that? Wait. Do you see that? It's already tripping off. That piece just fell off. And if I go back there now and ask her to fix it, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem. Like, don't be in a profession if you don't want, like, if you have to deal with people and have some type of customer service etiquette, and you don't like it, don't do it. Don't have a job where you have to do customer service if you don't like people. If you don't like people, don't have a customer service job. If you don't like talking, don't have a customer service job. If you don't want to attend to people's needs and desires, do not have a customer service job. Work for yourself. Work for yourself. Thank you, Trish. Work for yourself. If you don't like it, you don't have the etiquette, you work for yourself. Go be a librarian. Tell people to all day long. Do that. Go hand out mail where you don't have to talk to anybody. Drop stuff in the mailbox. Do that. Go sit in front of a desk all day and just test software. Do that. If you don't like people, don't be in customer service. If someone's going to say to you, I don't like this, and it's going to be a problem for you, don't be in that profession. Because there are people that are worse than me. And there are people that are worse than me. And if it was the younger me, like the younger me, I'm much older now. If it was the younger me, I would have chucked over that entire desk. Like, unprovoked, unnecessary. No, nothing is wrong. If you go to somebody or you're buying something from someone or someone's doing your hair or the barber, you go to a barber or whatever the case is, and you say to that barber, hey, can you just get this side? There's a little bit too much here. I don't like that. Just shave it down a bit. And that barber's giving you attitude. Excuse me? Because what? Because I'm not paying you? This is not for free. I'm not doing my nails here for free. I'm giving you money, am I not? So then do it to my desire. It's just simple, basic, common courtesy, common sense. And I realize common sense ain't that common. Common courtesy ain't that common. Ain't common at all. You want to blame the fact that you don't know English well. Whose problem is that? Whose problem is that? Not only am I saying to you, it's disrespectful to talk about somebody in your language. Your response is, I don't know English well. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You're not even trying to say, it's not like she was saying, you know what? I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about you at all. Why would you think that? Her response was, I don't know English well. And to add insult to injury, you want to overcharge me. because you have to fix a nail. Ah, oh my God, she's lucky. Like when I tell you she's so lucky, I paid. I'm not gonna lie. I gave the disrespect back to her. I tapped my card and I chucked the POS system. Go get it. Since you want to be disrespectful, I'll make you fetch. Go pick it up. I'm sorry. I'm the type of person. This is the type of person that I am. Do not bother me, and I will not bother you. But you see, once you bother me, once you ignite that flame inside me, you're not gonna like it. You are not going to like it, and I will continue it until, because once my, now I see why when people get angry they do like impulsive things, like they do things to go to jail. They, like, I get it. I get it. It's like you're in rage, or you're just you're in the emotion and not in the reality, basically, is what happens. I tried to do a live stream to show you guys what I was doing. She told me that she felt uncomfortable being filmed. And I said, you know what? Fair. I'll turn it to me. I turned it to me. She still had a problem. She still had a problem. So I'm just like, lady, I'm like, what's wrong with you? What is your problem? So because I don't want my nails to turn up a certain type of way, because I don't want my nails to turn out a certain type of way, I said, you know what? Let me just and I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. Why should I have to stop what I'm doing, which has nothing to do with you, just so that you could do my nails better or properly at least? Yes, we need to support our own people. I need to go find a black nail technician. I need to go find a black nail technician. Because there's no way in hell that I should have to take up my phone, go to an app, convert Chinese, type in, convert Vietnamese to Chinese, just so that I know what she's talking about. When she wants to talk to me, she talks to me in English. But when she wants to talk to her coworker, she talks to her coworker in her language. I'd say 90% of the people that go into that place are English speaking people. How do you not know English? It's 2025. How do you not know English in a first language country where it's English? English is a first language in Canada. English. English. Not French, not Vietnamese, not any other language. It's English. And you want to use that as an excuse. Then she has a nerve to tell me, when I chuck the POS back at her, say, you're disrespectful. Yep, I am. You're damn straight. I'm very disrespectful. I'm extremely disrespectful. Badly disrespectful. I'm extremely disrespectful, especially when you disrespect me unprovoked. Whatever your problem was before I got here, you should have situated that before I sat in your chair, because I don't need your attitude for what? For what? What if I was bipolar? What if I was bipolar? Or what if I was one of those people that, like, don't know how to handle their emotions and decided to strangle you? What if I was one of those people? Then what? The news would broadcast, angry black woman strangles Vietnamese lady in the nail salon, blah, blah, blah. That's what the news would be saying. I would be at fault. This is the thing. Whenever something happens, for example, like an argument, a disagreement, blah, 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 it's always like, if someone gets insulted, everyone always blames the person that's reacting. It's always the person that's reacting's fault. However the situation turns, good, bad, or indifferent, it's never the person that initiated the disrespect. It's never that person. They only know that the person reacted this way, whether it be physical, verbal, whatever the case is. They just know that that's what happened, but it's never like well, you shouldn't have done that, and you wouldn't have got that response. She didn't go to high school. She went to school high. That's exactly what it's giving. That's exactly what it's giving. If you're gonna have a place of, if you're gonna have a business, there has to be some type of etiquette. There has to be some type of etiquette. People are coming to your establishment and spending money. Without those people, your establishment is garbage. It's nothing. It's poo. So why disrespect the people that are giving you income? Why are you disrespecting the people that are actually coming here for you to be of service to them? How does that make any sense? You should be thankful that someone's coming here. I wasn't giving you a problem. All I said to you was, can you please change this? I don't like it. That should be, okay, no problem. What is it that you want me to change it to? End of story. She wants to go back and forth with me. It's your fault. You didn't show me the right picture. She took 3 pictures. 3 pictures. I said to her, you know what? It's nobody's fault. Just so that I could de-escalate the situation. I said, you know what? It's nobody's fault. Just change it. Miscommunication. The color on your phone is different from the color on my phone. She has an iPhone. I have an Android. It was showing up lighter in her phone and darker in mine. So I said, you know what? It's nobody's fault. Just fix it. It's nobody's fault. Just fix it. She still wants to go back and forth with me. It's your fault. It's your fault. Why didn't you say something before? It's your fault. Why didn't you do this? It's your fault. I said, lady, yeah, you got it. Miss, I can't speak English. Yes, it's my fault. It's my fault. But guess what? You're still gonna have to fix it though. You're still gonna have to fix it. So shut up and fix it. And guess what? She fixed it. That is that. That's my rant. Okay, that is my rant. And at the end of the day, I say all that to say, don't let anybody disrespect you. Yes, I'm yapping about a nail. Yes, because you know why? It's my experience. This is my experience. This is my experience. And if you don't like it, guess what you can do? Keep scrolling. I'm sure I'm not the only one live right now. At the end of the day, I say all that to say, don't let anybody disrespect you. Don't let anybody disrespect you. Don't let anybody cross your boundaries. This is why I always say, always set a standard. Let people know that they cannot, don't let it be one of those things where you come home and you're just like, you know, maybe I should have said something. But sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes we think about the thing after the fact, and that's okay. But in the moment, if you know someone's disrespecting you and you could feel it in your heart, try to, get some composure, bring yourself together and just let them know. Because there's no way on God's green earth I was going to walk out of that salon and not tell her that I knew she was talking about me. There's no way. And also, before I got to pay, I said it because my husband calls me and he's like, how's it going? And I'm like, it's not going good at all. She's talking about me in her language. And you see, as soon as I said that, and I came off the phone, no one talked. No one talked in their language for the next 10 minutes. Well, as prior to that, yap, 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 back and forth, yeah, ha, 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 this, that, and the third. After that phone call, quiet. Everybody was quiet. Because what I think happened is they're probably saying, how does she know that we were talking about her? How does she know that? Until when I got to the cashier and I said, yeah, I converted it to English. That's what I did. They were shocked. They were shocked. And she was standing there like, she couldn't look me in my face. She's turning this way. She's turning that way. And I stood there. I put my bag down and I gave it to her. Like, you're not going to disrespect people that are coming here and paying their hard-earned dollar. And not only that, she wants to double charge me. She was supposed to charge me $80. That's what I usually pay there. She tried to charge me double the amount. I'm not the one, the two, the three, the elemental P. I'm not it. That's not me. That's a different person. It's not me. Definitely not me. Am I gonna go back there? I'm not. I'm not, because they probably refuse to do the service at this point, which I can completely understand why. I can completely understand why. And this is why when you see someone in public acting erratic, you have to know the entire situation. You just have to know the entire situation. You can't just come in and assume, oh, it's a black girl, so she probably has a problem because black girls are loud. They always have a problem. No, that's not the case. That is not always the case. That is not always the case. I personally don't like being disrespectful. Disrespected. I don't like being disrespected, especially unprovoked. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. I am a person, I am nice to you. If I don't like you, I ignore you. That's it. That is it. For example, I used to work with a girl that I didn't like. I didn't like her, and I'm not that type of person. I usually get along with everybody to a certain extent. It's either I could tolerate them or I can't. But this girl, I didn't like her. I didn't like her. She was one of those people, we had the same position. She was trying to be like a teacher's pet, let's say. And we had the same position. She was just there a little bit longer, probably 2 months longer than I was. And for whatever reason, she would try to find ways to tell me what to do. If you get what I'm saying. So we're both doing the same thing, and I know what to do already, but she's taking it upon herself to be like, hey, you need to go pick up this thing, or you need to go do that. And I'm just looking at her like, you go do it. Like, you go do it. Who are you talking to? Go do it yourself. Like, well, you're not my supervisor. Yes, I know we're supposed to be in a team, and so forth and so forth. But at the end of the day, it's not like she was doing something and needed me to help her. And she didn't even say, hey, can you help me do this? She didn't say, hey, can you help me do this? And I would be like, yeah, sure, no problem. I would be like, yeah, sure, no problem. But she didn't do that. She's like bossing me around, and we get paid the same, and we're in the same position. So what I did was, I told her, I said, listen, I don't like you. I don't want you to like me. And I also don't want you to talk to me. So you see, if you have to tell me something, please relay it to the manager and they'll tell me. I don't want to have to associate myself with you, period. And I never spoke to that girl for 3 years until she left. I didn't say a word to her. And and it's okay for your manager, your supervisor, whoever, to know that you don't get along with somebody. It's okay. We don't all mesh. We don't all have the same personality. That's okay. I let my manager know I don't get along with that girl, so I would really appreciate it if she didn't have to talk to me. It's just that simple. I come here to do my job. I come here to work and go home. I don't come here to make friends. So if she's trying to do that with me, I'm not the one. Simple. You don't have to go out your way to show somebody that you don't like them. I told her because she was, it's like, you know, those people that like can tell that you're getting on their nerve, and they keep like, you know, and I'm the type of person, it takes me a little bit more to get riled up a bit, depending on what it is. So I'm not going to make anybody make my blood pressure get high, especially if I have to be here with you for 8 hours of the day. So the best thing to do is don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I won't talk to you, and you definitely just don't talk to me. Easy peasy. Simple. Simple. Like I could if there's a plate here and she's here and I need to pass it to her, here, no problem. I'll do that. But I'm not going to sit down and have a whole conversation with you about whatever. I'm not going to be sitting beside you in a meeting. I'm not eating your food for the potluck lunch. I'm not taking that piece of pie that you cooked from your house and brought it to the store. I'm not doing that. I don't like you. I don't see you. So I don't know you exist. Who are we talking about? That the girl that, oh, her. Okay. That's it. I don't we all don't mesh. We all don't mesh. We all have different personalities for a reason. We all look different for a reason. We all have a different style for a reason. We don't all have to get along. That's just what it is. But yes, that's my rant, guys. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, but like I had to let that out because for whatever reason, people think they could just like, and it's more so when it's, I think a part of it is that they just keep doing it and keep getting away with it and no one says nothing. So they feel like it's okay. So they feel like it's okay. So no one has caught them, or no one has said, hey, I recorded that conversation, or no one says, hey, I translated what you were saying about me. No one has caught them in that sense for them to feel like ish, for them to second guess themselves and say, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't really do that. Because it's 2025. There's technology that could do things that could, you know, explain to somebody what they're saying. And if she really wanted to, she could have charged me $200. And if I was one of those clueless, oblivious people, I would have been like, okay, no problem, here. Good thing God gave me just a little bit of sense. A little bit. I'm glad that he gave me a little bit of sense, yeah? Just a little bit. Because if I was dumb, I would have paid her. I would have literally paid her. But that's the end of my ranty rant. I just want to say all that. I say all that to say, don't let people bully you. Don't let people instigate you to make you like feel to do like you have to do something that you don't have to do. Know your rights. Know your worth. You know, be vocal in a respectful way. Definitely be vocal. Let someone know. If someone's pushing your buttons, let them know. Give them a forewarning. Hey, you're pushing my buttons. And I don't know how this is going to result. I don't know what the outcome of that's going to be, but I'm letting you know. And if they still don't take heed to that, I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day. I don't know what the repercussions are if someone pushes your buttons, but for me, I know what they are when they push mine. Simple. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on Google and leave a review. I'm going to leave a review. So the owner or whoever of that facility or whatever, so other people can see, even if it doesn't make an impact on them as a whole, or even if it doesn't make an impact on her as a human being, I want people to know what they're getting themselves into. Because I'm sure people still use Google. I'm gonna go pick up J. I'm sure people still use Google. So because people still use Google, I'm gonna leave my review there because it's there for a reason. It is what it is. It's not a L, it's a lesson. That's what we're gonna call that. We're gonna call it a lesson. We all go through situations that we don't necessarily like. Oh fucking god. Oh, excuse my language. We all go through situations that we don't like, but it's really about like how we conduct ourselves through those situations. Sorry, my phone's doing all sorts of things. My apologies. Hello, Selena. Hi, you missed my rant, girl. You missed my rant. I was ranting, I was hooting and hollering, child. I had to put one in her place today, unfortunately. I had to put the nail tech in her place. I had to put a Vietnamese nail tech in her place because she was talking about me in her language for no freaking reason. Sorry, I don't know why my phone is doing this. Oh, my apologies. How do I zoom out? Okay, there. I guess it's a ranting day today. Today's one of those days where we rant. What is it? A full moon? Does anybody know if it's gonna be a full moon tonight or something? Because this is wild. This is wild. Wild, wild, wild. And my nail is already coming off. Like, oh my god. It is what it is. This too shall pass. That's how I look at it. Anytime something is bothering you, or you have some hopefully if something's bothering you, you just gotta woosah, breathe, and just say, okay, God, this too shall pass. This too, by this time next week, I won't feel what I'm feeling. By this time tomorrow, I won't be feeling what I'm feeling. That's what you gotta say to yourself. That's what you gotta say to yourself, because if you don't, it's just gonna get your blood pressure high, you're gonna get mad, disrespectful, this, down, the third, and everything else for the entire day is gonna be on your mind, and it's gonna be interacting with other things that have nothing to do with it. So if someone calls my name right now, I'm like, what? What is it? I don't want to be like that. So I'm just gonna breathe, woosah, let it go. It's a lesson. It's God telling me, don't go back there and give them your money. Don't go back there and give them your money. Now I gotta find someone else. That's it. Miranda is my mother's name. My name is Laure. You can call me Elle. Welcome to my Chanel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please like and subscribe. Yes. So yeah, I was just ranting about my nail appointment and the experience that I had. It was horrible. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Like, you know when you're so angry that you can't do anything with your anger. For me, when I get that angry and I can't do anything with my anger, it turns to tears. Like I just want to cry because I can't hurt her. I can't instill pain on her. So I just have to use my words in the most respectful way that I can, because we're grown and we have to articulate ourselves properly. I have to do that. But in real life, I want to just, like, but I can't do that. Oh, what's making my lips shine? It is a lip gloss. The brand is called NK. The brand is called NK. And hello, Ferdy, welcome in. I'm just driving to pick up my daughter. The brand is NK. I don't know where it would be sold, but maybe it's on Amazon. I'm unsure. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. There's an accident. Oh no. Somebody got rear-ended. Anyways, guys. My nose pin. Oh, you can see that from there? I have so I bought this. Can you see it? It's actually 2. So basically what had happened was, hello, welcome to my Chanel Vida. I went to get my nose pierced in 2013, and I told the lady I just want one right here, and she's like, oh, you have enough to do 2. I'm like, enough what? She's like, you have enough space to put 2 piercings. I'm like, lady, are you crazy? I'm like, I just want one. I don't even know if I can handle 1. You want me to do 2? She's like, yeah, that looks so good. But I actually wanted her to do it like side by side like this. And she did it up and down, which is probably my fault. I should have told her like to do it side by side. I just thought that she was already, because I thought most people do it side by side. So she's like, no, I think it'll look good on you. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. And I just did it. I just did it. I had a dream that I won the lottery last night. So guess what I'm going to do? Go buy a scratch card. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my rant. I am most likely going to come back to the live. I'm going to make pasta for dinner because I'm extremely hungry. Well, I wouldn't say extremely, but a little bit hungry. That's my British accent. That's my English accent. Does it sound good? A little bit hungry. I don't know. Does that work, or I'm not sure. Anyways, again, thank you so much for stopping by. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification so you can come back and listen to many more rants that I have, because I definitely will have a lot more. I will definitely have a lot more. Anyways, have a good day. Bye.